Welcome to another video. Today we are discussing how to be feminine and attractive, the habits of high value women. Being feminine, being high value, it is not just about looks, it's about your lifestyle and how you carry yourself. It's a mindset of an energy you carry, and high value women know how to protect their space. They know how to honor themselves, and they shine in every room that they enter. Today, we are discussing the habits that make you that woman, the habits that make you attractive, and the habits that make you high value. So the first way is to play with your light and your dark feminine energies. The best part of being a woman is that we get to play with our looks. We get to change our looks. We get to enjoy things that make us beautiful of every variety, of every kind. We could wear every color. We could get away with wearing glitter, bedazzled, anything, different types of fabrics, whether it's velvets, it's satin, it's cotton, linen. We can wear heels, flats, makeup, no makeup, whatever we want. We get to play and to just enjoy this creativity that has no limits. You could do whatever you want as a feminine woman. So enjoy that you get to play and play with your light and your dark feminine energies. Have fun with expressing your creativity and just presenting yourself in the best way that you can. High value women know that this is a privilege that they get. They get to enjoy being in their feminine energy and just being in their creativity, and they take advantage of this blessing and they take advantage of this benefit. It is such a beautiful thing to be a woman. I cannot imagine not being a woman. I actually think I would be depressed. The things that we get to do, the things we get to enjoy, the way we get treated as women, you know, when you're in your healthy feminine, the way you get treated, the way men just want to protect you, the way they provide for you, the way they take care of you. I just love being a woman. And when you have this energy and when you just love being a woman and being in your feminine energy, it radiates and it makes you so irresistible to men. And it just makes you so irresistible to people around you because they can see this energy. They can sense it. They feel that you are a woman that is embodying this feminine energy, and you share that with everybody in your circle. You are confident and proud and happy that you are a feminine woman that gets to enjoy feminine play. So when you embrace your femininity and you use the soft power that comes with femininity to get whatever you want, that makes you magnetic, that makes you memorable. And the fact that you get what you want using your feminine power makes you so irresistible. It makes you so powerful, and it's such a beautiful thing. When you know how to use your feminine energy to achieve what you want in this world, that makes you divine, that makes you high value. And with this, I do want to say, do not use your feminine energy to be manipulative. We are not using something beautiful to get something out of manipulative tactics, out of mean tactics, just taking advantage of people in a negative way. We are not doing that. This is not what I'm talking about. What I mean is using your feminine power rather than thinking femininity is weak and thinking femininity is not the best way to get what you want. I'm speaking of embracing your feminine power and using it in proper ways to get what you want. And when you actually see the power of femininity and how much you can get things using your feminine power in an effortless, easy way because you're in your natural feminine state, you will build confidence within yourself and you will see the value of being a feminine woman. And when you lead with that, that makes you a high value, confident woman. So how do you play with your light and your feminine energies? So one of the ways you could do that is with the way you dress. So let's say you want to embody light feminine energy for today. You could wear things that are related to light feminine energy, and this could be maybe a flowy dress or a flowy skirt. You could do your makeup in a way that's light feminine. So you would wear maybe a no makeup look. You would wear the neutral looks, the pink looks, and then you would do your nails in a way that's not so bold. So you would do maybe the nudes, you would do a French manicure, just something like that. that is you playing in your light feminine energy. And then to top all of that off, you would wear a scent of, let's say you could wear a perfume that's more floral, something that's super feminine that way. That is you playing with your light feminine energy. But let's say for the next day, you want to exude this beautiful, sensual, dark feminine energy. You could wear something that's maybe leather or a suit, with a jacket, if you're going to work, whatever it is. But just wearing something that is more dark feminine in terms of your clothes. And then you could have a bold red lip. You could have a darker cherry red lip. You could do your makeup in a way that's more dark feminine. So playing with the siren looks in a way that plays with your eyes so that they are more straight or more sharp rather than doe-eyed, which would be like feminine. But with the dark feminine, you're going more for the foxy look. You're going more for the siren look. And you could wear your makeup that way. And you could wear a sensual scent, something that exudes power, femininity, magnetism, something like that. So you are playing more with your dark. And if you want to combine both energies, you could wear, let's say, a satin top that's like a light colored satin top paired with a leather skirt, heels, and whatever perfume you want, mix them both, and you get to play this way. And that's what I'm saying. Being a woman is just so much fun. There's so much you can do. There's so much creativity. Like what we get to play with, it's not limited, and that's what makes it fun. So when you embrace this, and one day you're showing this light, playful, light feminine side of you, and the next day you are this seductive, sensual, dark feminine side of you. This is what makes you divine, when you know how to balance both energies and you know how to use them and enjoy both of them based on the setting, based on your mood, or whatever it is. We get to play, and that is a powerful thing. Playing dress up does not stop when we grow up. We continue to play dress up, and this is one way to enjoy your feminine creativity. And when you are playing with the energy that you're in the mood for, if it's light feminine energy or dark feminine energy, you are constantly vibrating high because you are feeding your energy based on your mood, and that will make you carry yourself with confidence. That will make you carry yourself with a magnetic allure because you are playing with your energies and you are using the best energy that works for you that day, and that is how you are able to get what you want. If your light feminine energy is what will get you whatever it is you want, you play with that energy and you are able to get that because your light feminine energy is what's leading, and that's what you need to get what you want. Whereas if the next day it's your dark feminine energy that you need to get the thing you want, you get to play with that, you get to activate her, and you get to use that version of you to get the thing that you want. Ladies, you have it in you. You have both light and dark feminine energy in you. Use it so that you can be this divine, high value woman that knows how to use the energies based on where she is, based on the room that she's in. Another example that I can give of playing with your light and your dark feminine energies, this could be with the conversation you're having and the way you're carrying yourself. Let's say you are on a date with your partner, and it's a group date, there are people around you. With that setting, you will turn up your light feminine energy because you are in a setting where you need to be light, fun, bubbly, engaging with other people, and just having a great time with who you are around. Whereas if the next day you're having a date with your partner and it's just you and your partner, you will turn on your dark feminine energy. The conversation you have with your partner will be more sensual. You will be more in this seductive dark feminine side of you, and that's what I mean by playing with both energies. You get to play with both energies, and when you know which one to turn on and turn off, that will make you divine, that will make you high value, because you don't want to be activating the wrong energy in the wrong setting at the wrong time around the wrong people. It just will not work. Wearing the wrong thing around the wrong people just will not work. So play with your energies and use them appropriately based on who you are around and the setting that you will be in. The second way to be feminine and more attractive and to be high value is to stop self-harming behaviors. This is so important because when you love yourself, you exude that energy, and when you exude that energy, it makes you more attractive. People who love themselves are more attractive than people who hate themselves and people who are radiating self-hate and engaging in self-harming behaviors. They are self-sabotaging and it's not fun to watch. People will avoid you because people don't want to be associated with somebody who is self-harming and heading down the wrong path, and that's what makes you not attractive. And with that, I put attractive in quotations just because people don't want to go down because you are going down. People don't want their reputation ruined because they are associating with somebody who does not care about their reputation. So be mindful because self-harming, self-sabotaging behaviors will stop you from associating with a high circle of people who have high opportunities that could also lead you to having high opportunities and elevate the opportunities in your life in the process. And you just don't want to be in the wrong circles. So be sure that you are working on your self-love and not just loving yourself, your body, but also loving your life, because that will also be communicated in the way you carry yourself and the things that you do. So with this point, stop self-sabotaging behaviors of every kind, because when you don't love yourself, you are not radiating high feminine energy and you are not high value. It does not communicate high value when you are harming yourself, when you are not caring what you look like and the things that you do, the things that you allow, especially negative things and things that are detrimental to you, your health, your being, your existence. That does not communicate high value at all. People can determine if you are high value based on how you treat yourself and how you act. You never have to go around telling people I am high value. People will come up with that conclusion based on how you are carrying yourself, the things you do, the way you speak, the things you say, the conversations you're having, where you allow yourself to be, the environments that you are going to, the people you are associating with. All of these things will lead people to conclude about you, and you will not have to say I'm high value if you are already doing things that show that you are high value, things that show you are elegant, things that show you have class and manners, and things that show that you respect yourself, your reputation, and you respect and love your life. So some self-sabotaging habits: to stop over drinking and drinking too much, stop smoking, stop not working out and eating bad foods. Majority of your meals are bad, unhealthy meals. Those things will not help you. Stop being promiscuous and just giving your body to men who do not deserve you. You are so beautiful and so precious, and save yourself for the man who values you and sees you for beyond your body. He sees your soul and loves your soul. That man exists and he's waiting for you, and the sooner that you stop these self-sabotaging, self-harming behaviors, the sooner you heal and the sooner you will find him. Other things to stop are not being ambitious and trying to build a life that you love. This means you're not building your mind, you're not gaining wisdom, whether that's by going to school, reading books, or just watching things that build you as a woman. Watching things or reading things that build your skill set, things that develop your mindset. If all you're doing is watching TV and watching too much TV, you are wasting time and not building a life that you deserve to live. If all you're doing is scrolling on social media, seeing people live life through a screen, you are missing out on the beauty of what life is. Go out there and live and make a beautiful life that you don't even need to watch on TV. It's in your mind. The experiences are in your mind. You will enjoy the memories that you have more than the memories of I saw this on social media, I saw this on Instagram, I watched this on YouTube. Go out there and live life. Now is the perfect time to live life. So stop self-harming behaviors that are just not building you, adding to your value, and things that are not making you the woman that you know you can be, and building a life that you know you deserve and a life that you want. And I do want to make something clear, because I don't want to give the impression of be restrictive and you're living a life that's so stiff and you're not enjoying. If you want to drink, have a glass of wine, or just have a drink. Moderation is key. You don't have to overindulge, drink while driving, pre-gaming, and then you are blacking out in public, you're blacking out at an event. That's not high value. You could drink, but have moderation. You could eat something that's processed and not the healthiest. You could eat it, but moderation. You can watch TV, but moderation. It's okay to be unhealthy every once in a while. You are human, and these things are meant to be treats. If you are having a cheat day, if 80% of your meals are healthy and the 20% are unhealthy, that is an okay balance. And that's a balance that will keep you healthy and that will keep you on track to still building and living a life that you want. So just be mindful. Another thing on self-harming behaviors, stop entertaining men who you know are toxic for you, men who are not pouring into you, men who are not helping you grow. There are some men that you just know are not good for you. But if you know that, if your intuition, everything about you is telling you no, do not self-harm by engaging, by entertaining these men, because you are only damaging yourself, and then you will have to spend time to heal before you get to enjoy a healthy relationship. Because if you are traumatized and you meet a healthy masculine man, you will not have the healthiest relationship, because both of you have to be healed and healthy for the relationship to be beautiful and abundant. So you don't want to waste time with men who are not building you, and then you're wounded, so you have to spend time to heal, when you could just not engage with those men and continue pouring into yourself. And when you meet the man, you are ready to go. You can start the relationship. You don't have to say, okay, wait, I need to heal, I need to do this, I'm not ready. Or worse, even self-sabotage a beautiful potential relationship. You don't want to do that. So don't tolerate things that don't help you. Stop watching things that don't build you. Stop watching things that depress you, that cause you anxiety, that make you panic. Reading things that don't help you. Your body tells you, your body speaks to you. Your body knows when something is not good for you. Take time to listen to your body, because your energy will be off. You will never feel peace when you are in the wrong environment, the wrong setting, or around the wrong people. You will never feel peace, and that is how you know. Pay attention to your body and just stop self-harming behaviors. They will not help you. And when you replace those self-harming behaviors with self-building behaviors, you will see how much your feminine energy will thrive. You will see how much your life will thrive, because the more blessings you have, the more blessings that will come to you. The more high feminine energy you are, the more high vibrating you are, the more things will come to you that are high vibrating, because you're on the same frequency to receive these things. So do yourself the favor and just focus on things that build you. Focus on people who build you and pour into you. Focus on people and things and events that help your reputation. Another point that I want to mention on stopping self-harming behaviors is to stop those negative things that you are identifying with, if this applies to you. So what I mean is saying words like I'm a savage, or just calling yourself and your friends the B word. Yeah, this, that. Like, those words just don't speak divine feminine. They do not speak high value. Of all the beautiful words that you can be described as, why would you want to be called a savage? Why would you want to be called, just something negative like that? You're such a beautiful woman, and being feminine does not mean being weak. You could have boundaries, you could be assertive, but you don't have to be aggressive. Savage equals aggressive, which equals wounded feminine. You could be in your divine feminine and be assertive and speak your boundaries and you will still be respected. Softness is not weak. You could get what you want using softness and without burning a bridge to get what you want. So using emotional intelligence, using control to speak, choosing your words wisely, and when you present what it is you want to say will go further than, just lashing out, shutting down, and trying to show yourself in this loud confidence that is not true confidence. It will not help you in the end. You can get what you want using soft feminine strength, soft confidence, quiet confidence. You will achieve so much more by not burning bridges and, just being loud and, building a reputation that doesn't help you in the end. Being someone who is known for being aggressive, yelling at people, going off on people, and no one wants to associate with you as a result. You will isolate yourself with those negative behaviors. You will lose opportunities and blessings because nobody wants to be associated with that. Nobody wants to be around that. And it's just not worth it. So there are better ways of getting what you want that do not need, this aggressive negative energy, because it's so aggressive, it's self-harming, because you are end up isolated because you've chased people away with this negative toxic behavior. So just be mindful of some of the things you may be identifying as, if this applies to you. Get rid of the negative things. Instead, think of the beautiful words that you would like to be described as. Somebody with emotional intelligence, somebody that has class, elegance, somebody that is in her feminine, somebody that, whatever words you want, the positive words that you want to be described as. Write those down and start to carry yourself that way, because when you embody it, again, you will not have to go around telling people, I am this, I am that. People will see it in the way that you carry yourself, the things that you say, and the way that you speak. The third way is to be authentic and stop entertaining things that you do not want to. And we've covered this a little bit in the first few points, but be authentic to you. That is what makes you divine, when you are somebody that's not copying and pasting from what you've seen and it doesn't fit you, but you're still going with it because it's trendy, because you saw somebody else do it, or whatever reason. When you know who you truly are and you love who you are not easily moved by trends. You are not easily moved by what somebody said or what somebody is doing, and that is what makes you magnetic. People know who you are. People know you are not a shapeshifter based on whatever happened or whoever is in front of you. That is what makes you magnetic. When people have this trust of, I know who she is, she will not change, she will not, forget about me because somebody else showed up and whatever we agreed on or spoke about, she would just, not honor her word. You don't want to be somebody that's like that. When you are authentic, that makes you magnetic. When people trust you, that makes you magnetic, and that is high value. When you are a woman of your word, you're a woman of your boundaries, you're a woman of your standards, and you are not easily swayed, people respect that. And you want that reputation. You want to be known as someone who is firm in her boundaries. You want to be known as someone who is who she says she is. She's not just saying something because that's the thing to say in this moment. You actually are that thing. If you are the only one who disagrees with everybody else agreeing with something that does not align to you, you are not afraid to do that. And that is okay. Not everybody has to be on the same page on everything. Some things are just not meant for other people. We are built differently. We have different likes. We have different desires. And that's what makes this world beautiful. The variety is what makes this world beautiful. God designed it that way, and it's okay to not align with every single thing. It's okay to be who you are. That is what makes you beautiful. Your authenticity is what makes you beautiful. And this ties into the point of not going or entertaining things that you don't want to. If you are authentic and true to who you are, you will not place yourself in situations or in events that are not aligned to you and things that are not true to what you want. You will not find yourself at an event that's opposite of the person you are saying you are or the person you are known as. Let's say you're somebody who is known for being high value and you end up at an event, let's say, what's a low value event? I don't know, let's say you're just at a low value event that people are shocked that you were even in that environment. You don't want that, because that conflicting information will make people not think you are high value. Instead, they will go with the lower value and they'll associate you as that low value. They will conclude that you are that low value and you are just pretending to be somebody that's high value. You don't want people to question you because they think you are double-minded and you are just changing. But because you wanted to people please somebody, you agreed to go at an event that you know did not suit you, an event that is not aligned to you in the life that you want, in the life that you're building. And as a result, you have to live this consequence. So just remember, your authenticity is what will make you beautiful. You are not missing out on anything if it's an event that does not align with you or build you or grow your reputation. It's okay to sit it out. It's okay to be home, find out later what happened if you want to, but your reputation is priority. You being a high value woman is priority. You preserving your feminine energy. If that event would have dimmed your feminine energy by attending, it would have, made you depressed, sad, anxious, or whatever. It's worth not going so that you can maintain this high value feminine energy that we want and the high radiant feminine energy that we are working towards being and exuding and radiating. The next way to be feminine and attractive is to watch what you are consuming. Watch what you are absorbing, whether it's through your mouth, your eyes, your ears, the things you're hearing, seeing, eating. Watch what you are consuming because those things will affect your feminine energy, and based on what you are consuming, it will either make your feminine energy thrive or it will dim down your feminine energy. So if you are over consuming, let's say too much advice, too much over researching, over analyzing, overthinking, that will only lead you to being stressed out and being exhausted because there are too many options in front of you, too many tabs are open, too many people giving their input and convincing you in every which direction they think is right. When it's too much like that, you cannot thrive because there are just too many options. Instead, pick a group of selected people that you trust, that you can bring what it is that you need information or advice on, and you get the advice that will help you make a quick decision so that you can progress with your life and make the best decisions that work for you. And this ties with having a high value circle. If you have friends who have successful businesses or friends who are successful in certain careers, let's say you have a lawyer friend, you have a doctor friend, just whatever, you know that you could go to this person to get advice and opinion, and you know that it will be good advice. That way you don't have to talk to 10,000 other people to get an opinion on something that your lawyer friend can give you. And that cuts down overthinking, that cuts down over analyzing, and that cuts down over researching. And in the same way, if you have a therapist or a life coach that knows the advice to give you that works for your life, you don't have to talk to 10,000 people about a problem you are facing. Instead, you know who to go to seek the help you need and to get the answers that you need. And that makes life so simple, so easy, and you move on to the next thing. You move on to building a better life and just focused on things that are actually growing you and developing you, rather than staying in a cycle of speaking about the same negative thing over and over and over and just growing it bigger. The more that you talk about something, you're pouring more energy into that, and the bigger it grows. Sometimes the things that people are constantly talking about, they're literally minor and petty, but because they've spoken about it so much, it's the only thing they have going on for themselves. They have made it grow so much bigger that it's like this has taken on too much energy than it needs to. So the point that I'm making with this is that femininity will not thrive in chaos. Your life will not thrive in chaos, and you will not build a beautiful life quickly, effortlessly, and as abundantly as you can when it is surrounded with chaos. Too much opinion, too many tabs, too many voices will hold you back. It will exhaust you, and when you are exhausted, your feminine energy will not thrive. And when you have too many opinions, you are likely to make the wrong decision anyway because you're exhausted. And when you're exhausted, you're not making the best decisions. When you are overwhelmed, you're not making the best decisions. And that will cut back on having a valuable life because you're making decisions that are not of value. You are picking options and solutions that are not of value. And a lot of times people can be loud and wrong. And those people who are loud and wrong, you hear them louder than the person that is confident and quietly confident. And they're just waiting to say, okay, well, I'm not going to waste my energy because you are not going to listen to me anyway. I will speak to people who are ready to take on the right advice I am giving. And that is how high value people interact with other people. They will not spend time with somebody who is not serious or somebody who is confused or living in chaos. So be mindful of what you're consuming, how it's affecting your energy, because you will likely show up as not serious. You will likely show up as someone that is unconfused, undecided, and that will cut your blessings, because people who are busy, people who are of high value, they are not wasting their time. So be sure that you are showing up in a way that shows I am serious, I move quickly, I make the right decisions quickly, I speak to people who are helping me because this is where I am going and I am serious about it. Those high value characteristics, that high value energy will be picked up by another person who is of high value, and that is how you build a life that is of quality, and that is how high value women carry themselves. So do not overconsume and self-sabotage in the process because of it. The fifth way is to watch the company you keep. And we spoke about this a little bit in the previous point, but watch the company that you keep, because as I mentioned, high value people are not wasting their time with people who are not serious, people who are full of chaos, drama, people who are undecided, because when you associate with those type of people, they bring you down because they're not progressing. And people who are not progressing, they have such a gravity about them that they just bring everything down with them. So watch the company you keep, because if you are categorized as somebody that is not growing, someone that's not improving, you will not have a circle that is of value, a circle that is helping you grow and thrive, and you will miss out on blessings and opportunities because of that. Make it a boundary that you will not hang out with people who engage in certain behaviors, people who engage in certain things, people who gossip, they do drama all the time, they are stuck in negative talk, they are, I don't know, whatever other negative thing that does not work for you. Have boundaries with that, because the company that you keep, they will influence you in more ways than you will realize. The saying, you are the average of the 5 people you are around, it is so true. And if you are around 5 people who are full of negativity, gossip, drama, self-harming, they don't care about their reputation, they don't care if they bring you down while they're going down, those things will affect your life, and you will have some elements of those things because of the people you are with and how much time you are spending around them. Your life will not thrive if you are around people who are not growing or thriving themselves. And also, you don't want to be around people who make you look over your shoulder and just make you worry and you can't live this beautiful, vibrant life the way it's meant to be. And an example I can give with this is, let's say you have a friend that is fine with entertaining and sleeping with married men. When you yourself have your husband, you'll be looking over your shoulder wondering if she is someone that would likely entertain your husband. Another example I can give is, let's say you are around friends who, they just don't mind breaking the law, just doing whatever, they don't care. You will be looking over your shoulder like, oh my gosh, will I be called to court to be a witness? Will I find myself in some situation where I am, arrested along with them? And you just don't want energy like that, where you're constantly having to look over your shoulder, wonder what is next in a negative way. That will not help your feminine energy. Femininity does not thrive in chaos. Femininity thrives in safety. So the friends that you have, are they bringing safety to you? The man that you're dating, is he bringing safety to you? Are your relationships safe? Because you will notice your energy when you are around people who don't make you feel safe. You are anxious, you are tense, you are not your best, and you're just trying to survive that moment. Your femininity is not thriving. You're not even checking if you look good, if you're looking your best in that moment. You are just trying to survive the moment. Whereas if you are in safety, you are relaxed, you are restful, you're at peace, you have time to worry and fix your dress and make sure that you're sitting in a feminine way. You have time to think about all these other extra details that add to your femininity, because you are at peace, because you are safe, you feel safe. And that is how your feminine energy will thrive, when you are around the right people. Your body speaks to you always. I will always say this. Your body is constantly communicating to you. And pay attention to your energy, listen to your intuition, and listen to your body. Your body always knows when you are in the wrong environment or when you are around the wrong people. Listen to it, because you will save yourself, you will save your reputation, and you want to save your feminine energy. You don't want to ruin your feminine energy because of the wrong environment you've been in, because you're traumatized because of what you experience when you could have avoided that experience. So just be mindful. The company you keep plays a big role in your life. It plays a big role in your feminine energy. It plays a big role in you having a high value reputation. So be mindful of the company that you are keeping, the people you are entertaining, the events and the places that you are going to. All of those things add up and they all matter. Next, be kind and eliminate mean energy. Always be kind to people. Always lead with your manners. Just always be somebody that is known for being kind and, just bringing positivity into the world. When it is time for you to be assertive and set your boundaries because somebody is crossing them or being disrespectful, that is the time for you to do that. But you can also do it in a way that you don't get out of character. You are not ruining your reputation in the process. And as I mentioned, you are not burning a bridge in order to implement your boundaries. There's a way to do it where you are still maintaining your class, your elegance, and people around you are not afraid of you because you implemented your boundaries in a mean, scary way, let's say. There's a way to do it to where people hear you and respect you and you get the thing that you want, but you're still being kind and, you're still carrying your feminine energy while implementing boundaries and, getting the things that you want, the treatment that you deserve. And with this point, it's not only mean energy that will not work for you or that will make you unattractive. It's also things like arrogance, looking down on people, bragging, all those other negative behaviors that just repels people and is off-putting. So be mindful that you are at all times checking in on yourself, how you are presenting yourself and the things that you are saying and how you carry yourself, especially around people who can do nothing for you. That is a true test of character, how you treat people who can do nothing to you. How are you treating the janitor? How are you treating somebody that's on the street begging you for money? How are you treating someone who cannot help you? Because some people will turn on a mask when they are around someone who can give them something they want, and the moment they get the thing they want, they are a completely different person. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to carry yourself that way, because that will ultimately catch up with you and it will not be good when it does. Life has a way of revealing your true behavior and your true character. So be sure that you're working on your character. Be sure that you're working on yourself internally, because whether you are having a bad day or not, it is not an excuse to mistreat people. It's not an excuse to go sharing negative energy and just being a negative version of you, being mean, being angry, all of that. It's not an excuse. Everybody is going through something, and the least you can do is add kindness to the world. The world needs it. There's just a lot of anger in the world these days, and the world needs it. It always surprises me when first thing in the morning I see people so angry, like so angry. The sun literally just came up and somebody is like yelling at another person. I walk into a space and there's an argument going on, and it's just so surprising to me. And all I can think is literally it's a new day, a new slate, a new beginning, and this is what you chose for yourself. Unknowing things happen throughout the day. Unknowing things are always going to happen. How you carry yourself through those unknowing moments speaks about you. Those moments will either make your relationships or break your relationships, because when somebody sees you acting in a mean way or acting out of character, they will be put off, and you don't know what blessings or opportunities this person could have brought in your life. There's an example that I hear of somebody who is like, they're driving on the road and then they like flicked off somebody just to go to the interview and found that the person who's interviewing them is the person they flicked off on the road. That's an example of the way that you treat strangers could either bring blessings or bring problems to you. So be nice, be kind. You will never regret being kind. You will never regret being nice. You will never regret adding kindness into this world. Even if you don't get it back, you know that you put good out there. You know your karma is coming back good. You know that you will be okay because of what you did. You did your part. You cannot control how somebody else responds, how somebody else reacts. If somebody doesn't want to say hi to you or somebody wants to give you mean energy, you walk away, you move on and continue vibrating high. Leave them where they are. They are going through something. They don't know how to control themselves or whatever. That has nothing to do with you. It is not your responsibility to teach people how to behave. You focus on yourself, stay in your lane, and continue being kind, because that is what will help your feminine energy and that is what will make you high value. And another point is to compliment other women as part of being kind and spreading good in this world. Compliment other women, appreciate another woman on her feminine journey and just, showing up as her best self. She took time to dress up, to put her outfit together, to wear her makeup, whatever it is that she's doing to be the best version of herself, to uplift herself, and whatever else she's doing to be feminine and attractive. Appreciate another woman, compliment her, and encourage her. That is the best way to be, especially if you're someone that tends to have envy tendencies. Like, it's easier for you to be envious of somebody because they have something you want, or for whatever reason that you may have this envy trait within you. This is one way to eliminate it, because when you compliment another woman, you start to see that she is not a threat. If anything, she could give you tips and advice on what she is doing, and you could implement those things and be just as beautiful, rather than sitting in the corner judging her, gossiping about her, saying mean things or whatever, just internalizing the envy, the jealousy, whatever negative thing. That will not make you feminine or attractive. Get rid of that envy by complimenting other women, learning from them, seeing how you can improve whatever it is doing that's triggering you. See how you could heal that, see how you could grow that, so that you can maintain yourself and continue to be the best version of yourself. So those are the tips that I have for you in today's video. I hope that they are helpful. I hope that you start to implement them so that you can feel more feminine, more attractive. You already are, girl. I can already tell, but we are just improving and getting better. So I hope that these tips are ones that you can implement, ones that you can add into your everyday life, and I hope that they help you continue your feminine journey and add them so that you can continue to be the high value woman that you already are. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you again for watching my video. I wanted to say, take a moment to check out my online jewelry store, Pretty Dainty. It is faith-based jewelry that is both elegant and beautiful, and when you wear it, it is a reminder of God's love and His promises for us and His plans for our lives. I will link the website below, and happy shopping. With lots of love, Nia.